I'm Matthijs van Galen, and I'm a corporate commercial lending lawyer at Gowling WLG. And you're watching our second video as part of our video series entitled Different Types of Borrowing Entities. In this video, we're going to review corporations. Corporations are entities created or incorporated by filing articles of incorporation or articles of amendment under the federal or provincial business corporation statutes. Corporations are owned by one or more shareholders, and they are separate and distinct from their shareholders. That means the liability of the corporation is limited to the value of the assets owned by the corporation, and except in very rare cases involving fraud, the shareholders of the corporation cannot be sued individually for the debts of the corporation. Just take a moment to reflect on that point. If you want a shareholder to be responsible for the debts of the borrower, the lender needs a guarantee, as it creates a connection from the debt to the guarantor or shareholder. The shareholder is not responsible for the debts of the borrower without a guarantee. So how is a corporation governed? Well, they're governed by legislation and by the terms of their articles, bylaws, or any unanimous shareholders agreement that may have been entered into by their shareholders. These are commonly known as USAs, and they can have restrictions on whether the company can borrow or guarantee a loan. So how can a lender get confidence that the person signing the document has the authority to sign them? Or alternatively, one of the most common questions we face is, do I need a solicitor letter of opinion? So I'd like to review 5 things. First, the indoor management rule. This is the principle that if a person represents themselves as having the authority to execute a document, that they in fact do have that authority, and an institution or a company or a lender doesn't have to look further than their representation that they have that authority. So you can trust that if it's the president of the company signing a document, that they can sign that document. Second is a director's resolution. Sometimes a bank wants a little bit of more confidence, whether it's caused by the deal size or multiple shareholders. And this comes in the form of evidence of a director's resolution authorizing that individual or individuals to sign the loan documents on behalf of the corporation. Third, shareholders' resolution. Sometimes unanimous shareholders agreements or articles may say borrowing is only permitted when the shareholders authorize it. And this is when you'll see a shareholders' resolution also entered into. Fourth, officer certificate. This comes up regularly when a solicitor's letter of opinion is required. And effectively, the president or officer of the company is saying, we exist, this is our legal name, these are the articles and bylaws by which we're governed by, here's the resolution, and these are the people who are the directors and officers of the company. And fifth and finally, the opinion. This is asked for by lenders, whether it's caused by deal size or complexity, when they want a lawyer to look through those corporate documents and say, yes, this company does in fact exist, these people do have the authority, and they've taken the necessary corporate actions to sign the documents, among other opinions that may be provided. One final point is you'll often hear the term certificate of status, and this is a document that confirms the legal name and existence of the corporation. It's important because this is the way you can confirm the loan and security documents are signed under the correct legal name that has the correct officers and resolutions supporting it. So, to recap, first, a corporation is owned by shareholders. Second, the liability for debts is limited to the corporation and without a guarantee does not extend to shareholders. And third, consider the debt size, complexity, and the credit parties and see if it merits a resolution, the indoor management rule, or the solicitor letter of opinion to support the debt. This presentation was a high-level overview. However, If you find that you have more specific questions about any of the points discussed or their application to a specific fact situation, please reach out to any member of our lending team, and I'm also available through my contact information. Thanks for watching.